Dear children, today we are going to learn the poem Shilpi, 10th Standard, Unit 7. Shall we? The poem Shilpi portrays the creation of exquisite art from hard, rugged, and lifeless mass of rock. Shilpi, you know already, it means one who creates a statue. In simple, we can tell sculptor who creates marvelous designs. Steady throb. Steady throb means what? Beating continuously. How do they make statues? They beat. It means they use the hammer and chisel and they go on beat. That is why it said steady throb. Beating, continuously vibration. Then staccato rhythm. What do you call by staccato rhythm? It means the rhythm of strokes that are abrupt, shortcut, and disconnected. It is they are going on striking the rock. It means removing the unwanted part so that the Shilpi, the sculptor, can bring out a beautiful sculpture. Harmony cacophony to oblivious ears. It means a mixture of discordant sound, which is ironically harmony to the ears, which were not registered by the Shilpi. Harmony, because he is working with full devotion, dedication, harmony, cacophony. Harmony means beautiful sound, a nice sound. Cacophony, it's not nice. Okay, it means it's not registered in his mind, but casually he is going on beating. The tempo is fickle. Tempo, the tempo is fickle. Fickle means changing. It is not every time the same. For example, if a sculptor or the Shilpi is making one statue of a girl, so the way he strikes the hand, he cannot strike in the eyes or ears or nose. There he should be a little cautious. So the tempo is fickle. It is not the same every time. The strokes are unsteady and inconstant. Now, synchronized. Now not. For a moment, it looks as if it is rhythmically. Later, it won't. Hope you understand. You imagine you are a sculptor. You are a Shilpi. Then you are making one sculpture. How do you make? In some part of the body, on some part of the image, you do strike very hard. In some part, you pay very little, minute strike, isn't it? That is what. A mirror of his changing moods. Now sure, he is steeped in thought. Mirror of changing moods means the stroke of the Shilpi reflect the thoughts, series of thoughts portrayed by the series of strokes. Going on striking, isn't it? But when he is deep in thought, the pace of the strokes slow down. See how long one can be so devoted, dedicated, attentive. Sometime his mind changes. See children, you are sitting in the class. Sometime you will be listening to the class. Sometime you'll go to house and come back. Mood changes. Moving on to the next stanza. Bleary eyes. It means eyes are dull, tired, as the strain of sculpting is reflected in his eyes. Because he is doing work with his eyes. Eyes play a very vital role. Eyes has to see very clearly. Mind has to order the eyes. See here, extra stone is there. Do it. So eyes are going on focusing, no? So now his eyes are dull, bleary eyes. Sinews its taut steady. Sinew means, in the first poem you have studied, sinews means muscles are tight. With the hammering, yet the muscles are steady. Sinews, muscles are tensed and steady. Just like that it is, everybody cannot do it. One who is very tender, very weak, one who is very not very good cannot do it. Only when who is having the mindset can do it. Okay, the muscles should be very strong enough to do it. It's not an easy job of sculpting. Decades of practice. Decade means 10 years. Okay, doesn't means 12. Decade of practice. It means doesn't mean only 10 years of practice. It means years of practice. It comes from generations together. Years of practice. The hammering and effort reveal the experience of the sculpting. He works with mastery gained from the previous generation, father, grandfather. It comes from their own tradition. Understand? Heirlooms of rich tradition. Heirlooms of rich tradition means an object of skill passed on father to son to grandson, etc. It comes generations together. Sculpting is in his blood and veins and heart. It is passed down, cascaded from forefathers. It is passed down, cascaded. Just like that, one cannot become an artist, skilled person. His strong strokes and skillful hammering are good evidence in the inherited craftsmanship. It is inherited. It will not just like that come. You can't go to school and practice in 1 year, 2 year. It is coming through tradition, heirlooms of rich tradition, in stack evidence. Okay, the knocking softens, fades to a mild, judicious tap. The knocking, knocking means beating, and slowly it softens, fade, slowly moves off, finishes, diminishing. Forceful stroke in the beginning, now slowly changes. Why? Maybe he is completing the thing, who knows? Now to soft hammering towards minute carving. The loud hammering softens to soft, discreet, tactful tap so as not to disfigure or distort the molded form. Imagine the sculptor has created an image, anything of that sort. So he is about to complete the task. So now he should be very cautious. He just cannot beat forcefully, minutely, very nicely he has to do. Judicious tap, careful tap. Virgin rock takes from rugged lines melt. Virgin rock means uncut rock, unused. Okay, unused in the sense, normally we call virgin rock, virgin lady, virgin means unused. This rock, he is particularly making an image of God. So okay, cannot use the used rock, his fresh rock. Rugged lines melt. The rough edges of the sharp edges of a stone now merge into molded curves. He steps back, surveys with close scrutiny, then sharp critical glare. Okay, now almost everything is over. Now the sculptor is coming in, looking back. It means he's just coming one step back to look at the image, admiring. Okay, the sculptor steps one step back. He analyzes, surveys whether he has completed the task successfully. Keen at every eye, check whether every stroke is good. He is examining closely whether the thing is well done, whether something is wrong, because the days of hard work, days and maybe weeks together, who knows, everything is now in a finishing touch. Imagine the nose part, a tip is damaged, the entire statue is damaged. Imagine the finger tip is damaged, entire thing is damaged. So he is now checking. Before somebody scrutinies, he himself is checking. Close scrutiny, then sharp, critical glare. Glare means look, okay. The days of toil. Hammer and chisel laid aside. Okay, what are the tools used by the Shilpi to make this statue? Hammer, chisel. So now everything is over. Now he is keeping the hammer and chisel away. He is leaving. Now no more needed because almost everything is over. If at all something is necessary, he may take. Now everything is over. Finished. Only bloodshot eyes betray deep pride than reverence. Lo, God in man's image. See, when the tools are laid aside, his eyes are red with exhaustion, exhausted, tired from the morning tap, 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 going on using the hammer. All his strength and energy is exhausted. But still, a sense of pride. I have made something great. All my labor, this is the fruit. It's a beautiful piece of art. This pride slowly emerges as reverence. It is he who made the image, he who made the statue. Now slowly he starts to respect to the skill and the craftsmanship that he owes to his forefathers. He himself, okay, this is a God image. So he started to pray God, something like that. Maybe he's praying or thanksgiving to his forefathers for the craftsmanship, praying to God. These exclamations reveal the admiration of the poet, the art of creation of God, our creator, has been passed down to man. God created man. Everybody knows. No one to deny. Now here, who created God? Man created God. Man creates beautiful homes, beautiful forms from rock. Hence, man became a creator too. We find God's creative image in man. God created man, no doubt. Now here, Shilpi is again another God. He has created God. So what a nice form, isn't it? So beautifully created. Such a fantastic poem. So children, understand the reverence. He is feeling that he is man in God's image. God is the mighty creator of man, and man is the creator of minds and heart's desire. Man carves out beautiful forms of rugged rock. Another one saying goes like that. A beautiful rock. So how did he create it? Means remove the unwanted things. A beautiful statue lays there, sleeping. So similarly, when you remove the unwanted things, a beautiful statue is there. Thank you, children. Dear children, now let us study some appreciation questions. In fact, this particular poem do not follow any rhyming scheme since there is no rhyming words. So let us study some appreciation questions and figure of speech. Only bloodshot eyes, deep pride than reverence. Why are the eyes bloodshot? Why are the eyes bloodshot? Because hard work of the Shilpi makes the eyes very red. Okay. State the emotion mentioned in the line. The emotion of deep pride and reverence. What is kakaponi? Kakaponi means unpleasant sound. To what do the words throb and rhythm refer to? Throb and rhythm refer to steady beating of a chisel. What is meant by fickle? Fickle means changing. What does sinew mean? Sinew means muscles. What are heirlooms of rich tradition? Heirlooms of rich tradition means skill. Now let us learn some figure of speech. I'll tell you the line. Try to tell the figure of speech, okay? Harmony kakaponi. Harmony means pleasant sound. Kakaponi means unpleasant sound. So when we talk about opposite things, it is oxymoron. A mirror of his changing moods. Here we are comparing mirror and moods. So, but there is no like or as. So metaphor. Virgin rock takes from rock lines melt. So virgin rock, normally the word virgin refers to the human being. So when we give life to lifeless things, we use personification. This is metaphor. We are comparing. I hope all of you understood, children. Thank you.